In the last 12 months, something strange has happened. Jaguar removed its iconic leaping cat. Range Rover introduced a brand new logo which looks like it belongs to the Paris Fashion Week. Z5 redesigned itself around multiple Indian languages, introduced motion graphics and even arcs. Even Pepsi and Pringles have flattened their logos into emoji-like shapes. What exactly is going on? Why are so many brands across industries are reimagining their identity? Is this just a design trend which has become now of rebranding their identities? Or something deeper is going on inside? Let's break this down. Branding used to be all about boldness, owning the shelf, but today it's about surviving the screen, which you're watching this video on right now. Logos aren't living on billboards anymore. They are living inside your app icons, notifications, watches, and scrolls. Brands had a problem. They weren't visible anymore. They weren't visible where it mattered the most. This is a sort of case study which we are doing today, where I'm going to be diving deeper into why these brands are rebranding and what exactly you can learn from it as a designer. So let's start. The first case is I'm going to be talking about Jaguar, right? They dropped their most iconic leaping cat, which was very, very surprising. And they introduced a brutalist, very modern style approached logo. It didn't even look like an auto company in the first glance. But why? Because Jaguar does not anymore want to compete with brands like BMW or Mercedes. They are moving into fully electric, as you might have read. Ultra luxury future is what they are calling it. They want to feel like Apple, not Aston Martin. Their new identity: minimal, monotone, and highly scalable. But most importantly, emotionally disputive. And as you might have read, it caused a lot of controversies all on Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere, and everyone had opinions on it. I really feel that this was a very strategic move because Jaguar does not anymore want to be seen. They want to be talked about. Alright, let's move to Range Rover now, which is very interesting. In the last 2 weeks itself, they introduced a brand new R-shaped logo, which is a monogram, which is like two R's mirrored together, and that's it. This wasn't about the visual drama, it was about a subtle flex. So see, Range Rover is also going electric, but they are not reintroducing themselves. They are reinforcing what already is working out: luxury, timelessness, and control. Their new identity has introduced their logo on trims, interior tags, and future EVs, but not the main grille. It's not for the show, it's for the people who already know. Minimalism here isn't a strategy, it's a language. If you know, you know. And again, there were so many people talking about it. This logo looks bad. Why is Range Rover doing this? And if you don't know, Jaguar and Range Rover belong to a joint company, which is JLR, which stands for Jaguar Land Rover. And it's like a parent company, which is responsible for both of these brands. And wherever you go in India, you will see exactly these two brands showrooms right side by side. So I really feel this is something interesting which JLR as a parent company is doing to actually reposition themselves with their brandings and how their cars are going to look like, where they have made Jaguar fully electric and they are also making Range Rover, the whole series of those cars in Land Rover, a bit more premium and bit more becoming like the Apple of cars. Think about it. Alright, here's another one. Z5, the most under-discussed rebrand of the year. While global players like Netflix are remaining to basic colors like black, red, and cinematic tones, Z5 went colorful, circular, and hyper-local. Why? Because their audience isn't India. It's Indians. With 12 plus languages, hundreds of dialects, and regional nuances, they designed not to stand out but to blend in. The logo animates in motion, the arcs feel native to the interface, and the slogan, Apni Bhasha, Apni Kahaniyan. That's not just branding, that's infrastructure for content discovery. Very, very interesting move by the brand Z5 or Z5. I don't know. Now let's zoom out. Okay, let's come out of these three different brands that we just talked about. You'll notice these are not just the three brands, right? Pepsi flattened its globe, Pringles simplified its mascot, Burger King dropped shadows, Bentley simplified their wings, Spotify and Airbnb tweaked their line spacings, and even MasterCard, they dropped the whole name on the logo altogether and they just have two circles. And this isn't coincidence, guys. These rebrands are not happening because brands are bored. They are happening because the environments have changed and they are rapidly changing towards the next step, which is the future of AI and AR/VR. We are not living in print first world anymore. right? We are living in motion first, mobile first world, where if your brand doesn't scale, flex, or animate, you're not cool, because that's what the new generation, which is generation alpha, and even the next generation after that, are going to be thinking about, and are going to be seeing for the very first time. So what's really going on? Every one of these rebrands reflects one thing: design is adapting to distribution. The billboard was replaced by our phone's lock screens. The storefront is now your Instagram's feed, and your logo, it's a fab icon, an animated bumper, or a loading screen. Minimalism isn't an aesthetic anymore. It's an operational necessity for big players like these brands. So is this a trap for all the newer brands which are emerging? You could argue that too much minimalism can cause the brands to look almost similar, and you'd be right. For sure, many of these identity are converging, geometrically clean, sans serif heavy, with motion first systems. But the mistake isn't the style. The mistake is thinking styles equals strategy. Jaguar's minimalism hints future. Range Rover is shouting refinement. Z5 says local culture. So the real takeaway isn't to go minimal. It's design should reflect direction. So if you are a designer, don't chase aesthetics, chase context. Ask where the brand is going, who is it catering to, and how it'll show up. Your job isn't to make a logo pretty. Your job is to make it work across all devices, across cultures, across time. The brand winning today aren't the loudest. They are the ones that know exactly who they are and who they are becoming. And that's not minimalism, my friend. That's maturity. And if you like this whole breakdown of different brands that we talked about in a case study format, let me know in the comments if you like this specific content style, and what do you think about all of these brands rebranding, and what are your takes? Because I really feel that they are not going towards minimalism. That's what the whole Twitter, the whole LinkedIn, and the whole Instagram is talking about. I really feel that these brands obviously think through every single decisions that they're making. So let me know in the comments. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this whole video, and share this with a fellow designer who you think can learn a lot from this video. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.